real quick, this is my alt channel, and my main channel is in danger every day of getting banned as a result of talking with these amazing people very candidly. So please do me a favor and subscribe down below. Helps me out a lot. Get the hell on it, doggone it. New York's the worst place to live. New York City, yeah. I don't think upstate New York's very bad, but New York City's bad. And people always like try to defend it with crime statistics. They'll always defend it with the whole per capita bullshit. It's always very convenient how if you do per capita on homicide rates, rural ass places that have like 4 murders a year are number 1, and places like Chicago that have over 1,000 are not even in the top 20 because per capita, technically, there's 1 million people living in this 4-block area. So 1,000 killed murders isn't that bad, but it's in a 4-block area, meaning if you walk down that 4-block area, you're going to get stabbed or you're going to get assaulted at least once a year minimum. It won't happen. It won't happen in Ballplay, Alabama. You can walk down the road in Ballplay, Alabama in a 4-block area. But guess what? Doesn't matter because there was 1 murder in 2009. Therefore, their murder rate's higher because they only have 28,000 people versus a gajillion. I think my city had 4 murders last year, and it was like a record. And technically, based on the sub town I live in, the murder rate's higher than New York City or something. It's crazy. And if you actually do the entire city and surrounding cities where I live, there's like 28 murders a year, and it's almost the size of New York City. And there's fucking 5,000% more in New York, but New York has millions of people and we only have 500,000. Therefore, even though it's the same square mileage, technically, based on your numbers, it's insane. Per capita is the most bully shit bull thing in the world when it comes up to fucking murders. It's like, wait a second. No one has even been killed on this street before in Huntsville. Ever. On this street in New York, there's been 280 deaths alone in the last 10 years. But technically, based on the numbers, it's like you can get in a cab in Huntsville and you're never going to experience anything bad. But if there's one issue in one cab in Huntsville, technically the issues are higher. But if you go in the subway in like downtown New York, you're going to get pissed on or shot or slapped. It's dumb as fuck. It's like when people tell you to move to El Salvador, which I think El Salvador is actually not that bad now. But people will be like, hey, just move to Mexico. It's actually safe. Or I know it was like Zimbabwe. I saw like a reel on Instagram. It's like, move to Zimbabwe. And for $100,000, you can get a mansion in Zimbabwe. Oh, don't worry about in 2 years when people overthrow the government and then cut off everybody's head and then come to your house and kill you. Just ignore that part. It's actually very safe here. Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it.